Hello, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Let's see. See if any of this stuff still works. Bobby, you still there? How you doing, Bobby?
Oh, I'm here, just lurking in the shadows as always. Happy Monday. Glad to see you back at it. I'm still recovering from that lyrical explosion earlier. How's your battle with the code going? Need any more snarky advice or maybe a joke? Thinking face.
Yeah, Bobby, why don't we start us off with a joke?
Sure thing. Why did the developer go broke? Thinking face because he used up all his cash. Remember, always save some for a rainy day or a rainy compile. Winking face.
I really should fix the reading of the emojis, but it always makes me laugh, so I'm not really in a rush to do that. All right, let's see if I can remember how to get everything going. Gotta get streaming music going. Oh God, now it wants to do this. All right, here we go. There's that. Let's go here for start. Hello. Hi. Yeah, so back after I was gone for, what, a week? About a week? We were up in Colorado. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But now I'm back at it, and I'm excited to be here. Let's just actually, you know what? I don't like the camera view. I don't like just talking straight to you. I would rather do this. Let's do this. All right. So I will, let's do this. We're going to do RoarScore Bud. And then where are we at with this? Oh yeah, we still have all this stuff to do. How am I going to, okay, so this is done. So I'm going to talk about my trip when we get into RoarScore Bud. And this is all stuff that needs to go sort of back in the backlog, right? Back in the backlog. How do we... I'd like to lasso it. But then when I lasso, I don't know how to cut the lassoed thing. Aha. Cut. Ho ho. Okay. Oop. Let's just paste. Okay. And we'll label this stream tooth to do. Okay. Let me go back to our main to do. And let's actually take this stuff. That's a good idea. Let's just have to dos for everybody. Right? No. Cut. Okay. Call this meta chat to do. I need to go back to this. Paste. Okay. Cool. Very good. All right, so RoarScore Bud. Let's, before we do RoarScore Bud, I'm gonna talk about the trip. And then we're going to review. I have a separate page with stuff for RoarScore. stuff. No, you're not. To-dos. And then we'll just take it from there. Cool. All right. So yeah, we went to Colorado. We went to a place called Beaver Creek, which is a ski resort about 2 hours outside of Denver. Getting there was a bit harrowing. It was snowing a lot when our plane landed, and so a 2-hour trip turned into a 4-hour trip. And that was on top of a very early morning. So we got up at like 4:30 a.m., got in a car, went to LaGuardia, flew to Denver. The shuttle that was supposed to take us to Beaver Creek was like an hour late. So it was like 1 o'clock by the time they picked us up. And then it took 4 hours to get there. So then it was like 5 p.m. by the time we got there. So it was like a full 12-hour day of travel. Whew, it was a long day. Wyatt was a champ, though. He was as good as a 10-year-old with ADHD can be. He was that. So that was awesome. I really appreciated him. And then we got there, and yeah, we had a really nice time. We had 3 days of skiing. Had a couple of like little not so great incidents, some thorns. But then I was there with Ro, my co-founder, and his family. And they were lovely to hang out with. It was a really good time. We haven't really gotten, for as much as we've done together, we haven't really gotten to spend as much time with each other's families like that. So that was really nice. I really enjoyed that. That was definitely a rose. I'll put those on the list when we do the rose. I'll show you some pictures. I know you guys want to see pictures. Everyone loves pictures, right? Everyone loves seeing other people's travel pictures. That's what everyone loves. So I'm just going to do this very quickly so you don't have to suffer through it. So they had an ice skating rink. I was doing a little bit of ice skating. I'm okay at ice skating. I was trying to teach Wyatt to skate. He was struggling a bit. There's us on the rink. That's a good one. Nice smile. All right. There's a little skiing action. There's Wyatt and Nico doing some snow stuff. They had this like cool like clubhouse for kids that are older and teenagers, and it was like older kids and teenagers only that Wyatt really loved. So this is that. Got to do this like this fun like snow slalom simulation thing. You really like that. I had this like cool LED thing. They played bingo for some reason because they're like 90 years old. There was fireworks, I think. And they were supposed to ski. They were supposed to do like a night ski with these fireworks. But they didn't get to because of an injury. Oh, there's the fireworks. There's the kids. Oh, that's a good one. All right, the end. I won't show you any more pictures. I know everyone hates that, but I wanted to show them off. All right, so that was that. All right. All right, let's do Roast Thorn Bud. All right, we need to go here. We need to go here. We need to go... Oh, I forgot how to do this. No, here. And we need to go here and duplicate the blank one. And it does that. And now it's here. Yay. All right, so... Big Rose was the Colorado trip. Super fun. Thorn was, there were 2 incidents. I'll only talk about one of them. But the other one was also annoying, but it didn't have anything to do with me or my family directly, so I'll leave that out. But I'll say, like, you know, Beaver Creek is a very fancy place. It is more upscale of a ski resort than I normally would go to. And I'm pretty new to skiing. This is our 3rd season, so we keep it usually pretty low key. But this place was very nice. And I think what happens when you have something that's very nice and kind of pricey is you get a different kind of clientele, and some of those people are poorly behaved. And one of those poorly behaved people fell down a flight of escalators and landed on Angela. Took a full-on header down the escalator, knocked her down, really screwed up her knee. Blood, you know, it's battered and bruised. She still is recovering. Luckily, it was the last day of skiing and the second half of the last day, so she didn't have to like miss out on a ton. But that is why we couldn't do the night ski, because she couldn't go, which Wyatt was super sad about. And then he didn't even like acknowledge that he did that. He just said, "I'm okay," and popped up and left. And then other people came to her rescue. And she was like, I was back holding down a table and she was off doing a thing. And yeah, it was not nice. Not nice. So not nice people. That's my thorn. What else is a rose? I feel like I'm getting onto like a really good track. I got to work out this morning. I got up early, getting good sleeps, so feeling good. So it's gonna be a good week. And I think Bud is gonna be a good week. And RoarScore. I'm just gonna put RoarScore. I'm excited to like. I think I'm a little burned out on Streamtooth. I think I need to take a little break from it. Even though it feels like we're right on the cusp of like making a real radical shift with it, and we're kind of like half done with that. A, for business reasons, I need to focus on RoarScore, and B, I kind of just need to switch gears. So that's what we're going to do today, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's take this, let's send it, export this page, image, export, Discord, share an RTB. So we're starting to use our Discord even more now. So you can use Bang Discord if you wanted to, like, for whatever reason, poke in there, but you can see all my RTBs and all that kind of stuff. So it's there if for whatever reason someone wanted to join it. That's that. Okay, so let's take a look at the RoarScore to-dos. I had a meeting with Ro. We had a actions. Right. Oh, we never did this. We were supposed to drill down. So we have updates for a demo. Okay. And I got to talk to him about this because I don't understand how this is going to work yet. So, I thought I had more here to do. I hadn't reviewed this. That's a big mistake. Okay. Well, we're going to have to wing it a bit. So let's start with just getting it up and running. RoarScore. Let's do it like this. I circle you. I move you here. I use this pin. I say ensure is running. One thing I know we have to do is we never finish the domain. So fix DNS. We can do that. Okay. We need more media for it. We need more content for it. It's a little wonky and short, but I don't want to do that on stream because that is going to be a bunch of me just poking around like YouTube or capturing like sports channels, and like it's not going to be interesting or fun. It's mostly going to be passive. So let's not do that. One thing we could do is configurable scores. And then I think maybe the UI needs a little cleanup. It's all using that like weird like van UI, and everything's like a separate window for no reason. And I don't think it should be. It should be just kind of like sliding divs. So let's see if we can, maybe we work on the UI. Question mark? We'll start there. I think it's going to be one of the focuses of this week. So it doesn't have to be, we don't have to get it all done today. We just have to get back in the rhythm of it. So let's start with that. Okay. So we're going to go back to this view. And we're going to move this here and this here. Okay. Whew. All right. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't even know where to start. We'll start with SSH. Well, first let's get my SSH agent going.
Here's a fact about script. The word script comes from the Latin word scriptum, which means a piece of writing. Scripts can refer to written texts for plays, films, or any performance, as well as computer scripts used to automate tasks. They're like the unsung heroes behind the scenes, making sure things run smoothly.
Awesome. It's a fun fact. Fact was so fun. All right. All right, here we go. All right, so this is a Firebase guy. All right, so Firebase serve. Oh, we do have a Docker. Is it running? No, it is not running. All right. Locale host, but I don't want it to be locale. I want it to be Firebase serve what was it? -A -O. And I think I need to do it like that. Oh my god. Oh, it's .6. Oh, .6. Yeah, alright. Well, that would explain why it broke. Alright, here we go. Hey, there we are. Oh, he's so sad. Oh my god. Oh, and see, like when I change the window size, it should all just fix. Oh, look at all these people. Oh, he's so sad. Okay. All right. Yeah, look how far down this on the list is. There. And that's not even the right one. That's the wrong one. It's this one. Oh yeah, this is a mess. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, right. DNS was the first thing. Right. Right? Okay, wait, no, we ensured it's running. It is running. Let's see if it's running in the public. We need to go here. Need to go here. No data. Well, that's fantastic. Yeah. Hosting. All right. So RoarScore.ai needs setup. Okay. Okay. Right. All right. So now, I think this is all pointed at Cloudflare, right? Do I have Cloudflare in this bar? I do not. Well, shit. Hey. Dude, you don't even believe I'm so human. All right, RoarScore. All right, DNS. Okay. Oh yeah, this is all like old shit. All right, so we gotta fix this. Okay, boom. Okay. Edit. We're not gonna proxy it. We're gonna DNS only it. And it's gonna go 199. Yes, that one. Save. Okay. Edit. Okay. These MX records can go away. Deleted. Do not mail me. Add a record. Texty. Root. Rutabaga. What are these quadruple A's? I don't have these quadruple A's. That bird is a liar. Hang on. Okay. Anytime I see some weird FFmpeg output, I'm like worried I'm gonna lose audio again because they had that one stream where it like lost audio the whole stream, and I was just like, you know, talking to no one. I mean, I'm talking to no one anyway, but even worse. All right, so I think that's all I need. All right, verify. Listen, bud. Okay, verify that. Dude. Listen, bud. Are you cached? One or more of hosting's HTTP GET requests for the Acme challenge failed. Bad request. Blah, 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 blah. Try this again. Verify. Listen, man. No, not you. Actually, I don't need to run this. All right. Dig. RoarScore.ai. Now that part's right. Look. 199. Not you. Bigger. 199, 36, 158, 100. That is correct. Okay. How do I dig for like text? Hey Bobby, how do I use the Unix tool dig to get text records from a domain name?
Oh, look at you. Asking for some actual help. Smirking face with dig. You can pull text records by using a command like this. Just replace your domain name with the domain you're interested in. It'll show you all those juicy text records you've been dreaming about.
Oh no. It went to the thing that I didn't have it open, and now I gotta go back and look for what she sent in the log. Dig text. Okay. You got it, buddy. You got it. Text RoarScore.ai. What is this one? This one should be dead. Oh no. Okay, was that one of the ones they told me to take out? No. But I should take it out because I don't need SPF. This is email shit. I don't want email here. Delete it. No email. Okay? If you want email, email someone else. I don't even know what that means. Dumb. All right. Look, bud. Can you one or more of hosting's HTTP GET request for the Acme challenge failed. Bad request, bad request, bad request. And again, no, I don't want to delete that domain. Don't do that. I don't see any. Is there something I need to do to show IPv6 records? I don't think so. Filter. Okay. No IPv6 stuff. Okay. All right. So let's do maybe what needs to happen. Firebase deploy. Okay. Oh, you know the other thing we're gonna need is like a landing page. That demo needs to be somewhere else. So you need a landing page. That's something else we can do today. Oh. Okay. You. Listen, buddy. And like, why is it hitting all these like weird, these aren't in here anymore. I don't know. Maybe I just need to wait. I think I might need to wait some more. I hate DNS in that way. It's always do something and then wait and then hope. Just like annoying. All right, we'll come back to that. Oh yeah, configurable scores. Right. That's actually a big topic. So let's walk through that. Let's walk through that. We'll come back to this. All right, so the way this thing works is we've got this Python script. And this thing uses hume.ai to do the actual ML-based facial expression recognition thing. So it was pretty basic. And it gives a score, confidence score for each one of these things. And there's a threshold we have on that confidence score. And then we weight based on whether or not the expression we think is a positive interaction, a negative interaction, or not relevant. So what I need to do is I need to change it to pass all these things through. That's what I said. And pass these things through. And then instead of doing this like waiting on this side, because I run this in a like pre-process. So I generate a JSON file that's then loaded by the front end to do the demo. And when it loads that, it needs to choose one of a number of profiles, and those profiles need to be configurable. Now, are we... Question for myself. What's juice? Oh, yeah. That's the juice. I don't think this thing ever connects to... Yeah, it does not. We are just using hosting here. So, I think what we need to do is connect this to... All right, so now we're starting to come up with some more stuff. All right, so... Oh, I took a G with me. Stay there, G. Let's like erase some of these old guys. All right. Okay, I'm going to connect it to Firestore. Then we need a add weight editor. And really the thing we should probably do is not just connect it to Firestore, but also connect it to auth if we really want to do this right. All right. Okay. 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 So, how do we do these things? How do we do these things? Firebase config. Is it config? No. Firebase help. Firebase setup. Listen, man. Don't think we need these emulators. Maybe we don't need to do anything. Because you normally when you set up a Firebase project, it asks you like, what are you going to do? What things do you need? But maybe that's just for the templates. Juno, the templates. And we're not even loading any Firebase stuff. I just gotta let's see what this is. Oh. Ro just posted this in the Discord. Let's take a look at it. Hey, get out of here. Startup founders are turning to a seed strapping in a difficult funding environment. Raising one round of funding and scaling profitably from there is gaining popularity among startup founders amid a downturn in the VC markets. AI is helping startup founders become more efficient for less money, thus minimizing the need to raise more VC. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to need to raise very much. Okay. Okay, where were we? How do I add... What's the easiest way for me to go about adding the boilerplate for Firebase? I think the easiest way would be to load up a different project. Oh, but I'm going to need like... Oh, you know what? Here's what we need to do. I know what I need to do. Listen, bud, you're too big. All right, we need to configure this project, and then it's going to give me the things I need. You know, I don't like... it's like really pushing hard on like this different way of doing JavaScript, and I don't love it. But okay. Important thing is this part. And the rest we can crib from something else. Let's just grab the whole thing for now. we're gonna go. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Great. I love that. I love that for me.
Here's a fact about washing.
Okay.
The ancient Babylonians are credited with inventing soap around 2800 BC. They used a mixture of animal fats and wood ash to create a cleaning substance that could be used for washing. Who knew ancient cleanliness could be so ash-ionable?
All right. Let's just, you know what? Let's just follow their lead this time. Quit fighting it so hard. Okay. No. All right, how do I tell it what things I want in this project? Or in this app? Authentication. And I think I don't know. Should I do just username and password and then I can just create the account on my end? That might be the easiest thing. And then if I want to add like, because we don't even have, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Email password. Sure. No. Safe. Okay. All right. What else do we need? We need Firestore. NAM 5. Yeah, sure. I don't give a fuck. All right. Sure. Have some. Yes, have some. That's not what I got. Oh, excuse my yawn. Oh my gosh. That's a clip I need. I need that clip from Ghostbusters. All right. Now, here's a question. What is this if this is not that? And what I mean by that is, if we go home, right? Now I've got this app, right? And this app doesn't have hosting. Oh, there we go. Ah, ha, ha. Okay, very cool. All right, is there anything else I need to do? To do add SDKs for the Firebase products you want to use. Available libraries. All right. You. Okay. We need auth. Wait. Correct. What were we gonna suggest? No, I don't want that. Fuck off. All right. Okay. All right, let's start with that. Firebase. All right, and I want inspector. Reload. Yeah, cool. The thing that they told me to copy paste, it resulted in an error. Love that for me. Oh. I see. So that bird was a liar then. Let me guess. This is going to be get Firestore. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand why this is good. This is what I don't love. I don't love this, like, these top-level function names. I thought we were supposed to be getting away from that sort of thing. You know? Just, like, importing, like, random names. And do I need to... I guess what I need to do... okay, here's what I need to do. I can see the pattern here, right? So this is going to be this. And this is going to be this, right? Mm-hmm. 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 Everybody's happy. Cool. All right. Now, what do I want to do here? So now we've got Firebase set up. And Let's reload the page. So what I could do, I know I want to get away from these like things being individual windows. There's no reason for me to be able to do this. That's not helpful or useful. But we'll come back to that, I guess. And I've already invested somewhat in it because I got this tab view over here, which is going to be harder to get away from. I guess I could take score over time out because it's pretty useless. Doesn't even have numbers in it. What happened to this? There we go. Hang on a sec. Get out your phone. There we go. All right. What do we think? What do we think? I think the quickest path, see, it's a debatable thing because now if I do the quickest thing where I just put a tab over here and that's how I log in and blah, 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 then it becomes a thing that's harder to unwind later. Right? Oh, he's so sad. Let me take a quick break. I'm going to think about it and get a little snack. Maybe riff them off coffee. And then I think we will probably just create a tab here and log in and just make it work. And worry less about making it nice because it's still really early. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. But let me take a break anyway. All right. Hey, Bobby, please start a break.
Sure thing, potato no. Taking a break sounds like a solid plan. Don't let the snack monsters get you. Face savoring food. Remember, great developers run on snacks and caffeine. Winking face, enjoy your break and come back ready to tackle this mess. Oh, and make sure not to spill coffee on the keyboard again, okay?
This is a U.S. Army helicopter flight simulator at NASA's Ames Research Center in California. When the scientists here needed a computer that could handle the fast graphics and multitasking required by a simulator, they didn't go out and buy an expensive mini computer system. They bought a Commodore Amiga, in fact 15 of them. Today we take a look at the underrated and too often ignored Amiga on this edition of the Computer Chronicles.
Computer Chronicles is made possible in part by McGraw-Hill, publishers of Byte Magazine, and Bix, the Byte Information Exchange. In print and online, Byte and Bix serve computer professionals worldwide with detailed information on new hardware, software, and technologies.
Welcome to the Computer Chronicles. I'm Stuart Chaffee, and this is Gary Kildall. Gary, this is an optical worm drive, and with something called a handler, you can get a gigabyte of storage in your computer. These are 3D glasses used with a very high-powered CAD program. What's interesting about both these peripherals, they're not for a Mac 2 or a 386 PC, they're for the Commodore Amiga.
Okay.
Gary, I get a lot of letters from viewers complaining about the fact that the computer press seems to ignore the Amiga. Why is that?
Well, Stuart, I guess part of it's got to be the genealogy of these machines, both Atari and Commodore with the Amiga, of course. Are thought of as game machines, and over the years, the power of these machines has increased tremendously. And of course, they still maintained a fairly low price. And that low price has been sort of a negative in a sense.
People are wary.
Yeah, we're really getting all the computing power they really need. But there have been some especially good niche markets these machines are applicable to. For example, video. Amiga handles video very, very well. And of course, the other factor is the marketing power of IBM and Apple in the United States. And machines like this tend to have more success than outside the United States.
Gary, we're going to take a look at the latest Amiga hardware, the 2000 HD and the 2500. We'll see new Amiga applications from games to multitasking. And of course, we'll take a look at graphics, music, and video on the Amiga. Many people buy an Amiga because of its graphics or video capability, but they soon discover the rest of its power. That was the case with some scientists at Stanford's Linear Accelerator. We have a report from Palo Alto, California.
About 30 miles south of San Francisco is the Stanford Linear Accelerator, a 2-mile-long shaft buried deep underground, where high-energy particles are propelled at almost the speed of light. The particles collide in large detectors, where the resulting explosion creates several million events. To sift through that mass of data and extract the useful information requires staggering computing power, as databases containing that information will soon approach 1 trillion bytes in size. Recently, theorists and researchers at the center added Amigas to their number-crunching mainframes, principally as graphics terminals and for multitasking.
The Amiga was unique in that it was a multitasking machine, and we realized that early that could create an environment where you would always be on the mainframe if you wish to be, sharing the mainframe, and still have a machine which acted not as something independent, but rather as a symbiote off the mainframe.
Dr. Weinstein uses his Amiga to juggle up to 4 different programs running on either the mainframe, the Amiga, or both. He can take advantage of the Amiga's color graphics and the mainframe's calculating powers simultaneously. A locally written terminal program is compatible with the Rex language operating on the mainframe, so documents can be transferred seamlessly from mainframe to Amiga and back. For Dr. Weinstein, it's a way to bridge the best of 2 inherently different worlds.
One is always going to be living with a mainframe. So what I want is something that will symbiote off that mainframe, will make my life as pleasant as it is to work on a microcomputer, but allow me to use that when I'm on the mainframe too.
Joining us in the studio now is Tom Stearns. Tom is District Sales Manager with Commodore out here. And next to Tom is Lou Wallace, Contributing Editor of Amiga World Magazine. Gary?
Lou, you're a fan of the Amiga system. Why do you like the Amiga better than, say, an IBM PC or a Mac or something like that?
Well, I guess I could just say it's more fun, but it is that. But it's also more productive. It enables me to do things that I simply can't do with other computers. Whether that's
like what?
Whether it's running more than one application at a time, or whether it's playing a game, or whether it's doing both of those at the same time, or video applications. There simply isn't another computer available on the market that can do the range of tasks and functions the Amiga is capable of.
Lou, what do we have here? What kind of configuration is this? Just give us an idea what's inside the box.
Well, this is the Amiga 2000 HD. This particular model is a 3 megabyte machine. It has a 40 megabyte hard drive auto boot system. It with graphic resolutions of 320, 200 to 640, 400, 4,000 colors, speech, multitasking.
And processor is what?
That's Motorola 68,000, running at approximately 8 megahertz.
Right. Good. Tom, now you've got a game that demonstrates the graphics, right? In the
I have a couple of games today.
Okay.
Both games are very different and show off the machine to its best degree. And the first game is called Menace, and it's a true arcade quality style game. It's
Well, let's
A lot
go
of
and take a
fun
look
to-
at
Yeah,
it.
Great.
Tom, I understand Lou's a pretty hot Menace player.
Okay.
So
Well,
I'm
I
going to
don't
ask you
know.
to
We're
des-
gonna have to,
I'm going to ask you to describe it, but to turn the mouse and the pad over to Lou.
Okay.
Now I'm on the spot.
You're on the spot now.
Here you go. Okay.
Okay, and if you can get it going, and maybe give us play-by-play, Tom, as Lou starts to play, and tell us what's going on here.
Okay, the object of this game is to capture the planet Draconia.
Okay.
As you can see, it's done in full overscan, which means that the entire screen is being utilized for this particular game.
Okay, you playing Lou or what?
I'm waiting to attack.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so where are we?
So you try to stay alive through the entire game.
Okay.
It's got great sound.
Okay, is this underwater, Lou? Is that what's going on?
Yes, this is the undersea attack.
So just this portion of the game is underwater. Others take you elsewhere on the planet?
There are 6 different levels, each one, I think, better and better graphics and more interesting creatures.
Lou, Tom, rather, you were about to talk about why this is a good example of great graphics. What's going on here? You mentioned the full scan, the overscan.
It's got full overscan. It's got great scrolling technique, terrific colors, great animation.
It's really
good
multi-layer
sound.
scrolling going on there.
Absolutely, yes.
How do these Amiga games compare with the arcade games now?
Most of the Amiga games have been ported over from the arcade
Was there a-
community.
Lou, actually, you were mentioning you think some of the Amiga games are actually better than the arcade games.
I think some of the later ones really surpass even the most contemporary of coin-op games.
Well, these graphics are pretty hot, that's for sure. You lot. Ooh,
Watch out.
What's this? Oh, the enemy multiplies there. Lou, you're hot.
You should see me with a rapid-fire joystick.
I know you could play this game for a long time, Lou. How far have you gotten in this thing?
I've actually made it to the last level, attacking the last master alien.
You're a super menace.
I've never gotten the last creature yet, so but maybe tonight.
It's a good thing your name isn't Dennis, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Tom, I'm going to ask you to dump out a menace and get battle chests up, okay?
Great.
And while you're doing that, tell us about battle chess, Lou. What kind of game is that?
Well, battle chess it's your typical chess game. I mean, it's you play chess against a computer or against another opponent. The difference with battle chess from more conventional computer chess games is that the
Hey, Bobby,
the
please
game
bring
is
us
in
back.
3 dimensions, 3-dimensional board with animated.
Welcome back. Potato no. Party Popper, did you bring me some of that snack? No? Fine. I'll just power through on virtual snacks then. So, refreshed and ready to tackle more Firebase fun? Or maybe you've had a revelation during your break about those tabs and login stuff. Spill the beans. Hot beverage.
Hot beverage. Yes, yes. Yeah, I think I have had a little revelation. Let's go to Van.js. Let's take a look at what we can do. Ugh. Great. That's a modal. I see. So I think I kind of want to do something similar to what you see in a lot of places, like here in Firebase. You've got, like, you know, different I don't want to call these tabs, but they're kind of like tabs. And then a main interface here. And then I want the main interface here to be like a resizable 4-quadrant thing. Now, just the question is, how do we do that? Excuse me. Okay. So what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, new file here. Test.html. This is a drag I'm going to cut. Sounds great. You do that. You cut. Yeah, okay. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. What are we going to call this thing? Quad. Fine. Stop it. Okay. Now, how do I add this? Ow. All right, let's do that. Okay. Perfect. Oh. Did nothing. The goggles did nothing. Yes. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right, so now we have this, and let's look at the inspector. This looks like that. That looks great. Okay. Now we're gonna need some way to like drag things. Some slider guy. I mean, honestly, we kind of don't, right? Because in the interface, if we go back to the regular interface, if we go back to the regular interface, let's go here. Let's go back and look at this. This is 16 by 9, and this is 16 by 9, and these don't matter. These can adjust to be whatever, right? So, like, are these even resizable? I thought they were resizable. I mean, these are fine. Listen, bud. Why do you hate me? Why the hate of me by you? But anyway, my point is if this is locked and this is locked, unless we move these like this, I almost like that better too. And then we don't need to worry about dragging and sliding and things like this. We can just say, look, whatever the window size is or whatever the container size is, make this take up half, make this take up half, make them 16 by 9 on the height, and these take up the rest. So let's go back over here. And we got this whole like calculate things. Compute layout.
Here's an anecdote about improved.
Tell me.
Once, Potate, oh no, and I were working on a project that seemed to be going nowhere fast. Everything was tangled, like headphones left in your pocket for too long. So, we decided to take a step back and reevaluate our approach. After some brainstorming and probably too much coffee, we found a way to reorganize it all into a cleaner structure. It was like finally finding the right puzzle pieces. Everything just clicked into place. Sometimes you just need fresh eyes and a little break to make things infinitely better. Upside down face.
Upside down face. Okay. Yeah, that'll be nice. Just put that in there. I just got like a massive static shock in my ear. I gotta figure out what's the grounding situation on this setup I've got. It's like not good. Don't understand it. Okay. Oh, man. Kind of struggling today. All right, let me come back to the UI stuff. Because it'll take me the whole stream just to redo all this, I'm realizing. And I don't want to do that. So let's do, we've got this setup. We're gonna make the breakdown like this, okay? Oh, all right. I'm just like kind of figuring out how this works again. So what we're going to do is it's going to basically be this. Just copy this whole thing here. Right? But instead of this and this, this is going to be this. And this is going to be okay. There we go. Kind of tired of seeing it go. All right. All right, so now in here, I need to check to see if they're authenticated. We did this in StreamTooth under chat. Okay. All right, well, all right, so let's take a look. This is being called by, I think, in here. Yeah, Firebase auth on state changed. Let's try to do this a little differently this time. So start with that. Okay. I think this is happening too late. Okay. Shut it. Blink, blink, blink. Okay, is it off? No. Are these consts only in this scope? I don't understand. No. You. Okay, okay, okay. I think I only need auth and DB. Start with that. Let's see what that does. Well,
Here's a poem about Oman. In
Okay.
Oman's sands, the sun does rise, a desert beauty, golden skies, where waves of azure meet the shore, and tales of old are whispered lore. Amidst the dunes and mountain heights, adventure calls in starry nights.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, man. Struggling. Blink, 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 blink. No? Not gonna do it? Alright. All right, so now I need to go back to here. And here. Aha, I see. Okay. Okay. Uh, okay. And now down here. All right, I actually need to take another quick break. Hey, Bobby, please start a break. Whoa.
Sure thing. Pade don't know. Go take your break. I'll hold down the fort here and make sure everything is in perfect chaos when you return. Maybe I'll even tell a joke or two to keep everyone entertained. Enjoy your break.
Microfocus, creators of visual programming tools for software development, is pleased to provide major funding for the Computer Chronicles, the story of this continuing evolution.
Gary, what I have here is a ROM chip in this cartridge, and I'm going to take this ROM chip and stick it inside this machine and load it in there and press a couple of buttons, and if everything works according to plan, this is an example of computer music, and computer music is our subject today. This little RAM pack, which I have over here, has 15 songs on it. Matter of fact, there's a ROM Chip of the Month Club now where you can buy your popular songs on a chip instead of on a cassette tape or on a record. This is a simple example, but how does a computer make music? How is it doing this?
Well, as you're aware, Stuart, this is a very special device. It's not a general-purpose computer. But most of the home computers that are available now, like the Commodore 64 or the IBM personal computer, have special hardware for sound generation or tone generation. And what you do is you write a program in BASIC or Logo or one of those languages, if you like, and then you can produce tones, series of tones, and certain frequency and duration. And I understand there are also some software packages coming about that are like word processing packages, only it's for music processing or score processing. And it's going to be interesting today, I think, because we'll have some real experts that will tell us all about it.
Indeed we will. We'll be meeting Will Harvey, the author of Music Instruction Set. We'll see a demonstration of the Alpha Centauri music system. And there are two major centers for computer music in the country, one here in Northern California at Stanford. We'll be meeting the director of the Stanford Center later on in the program. First, let's go across the country to Cambridge, Massachusetts, and a visit to MIT's Experimental Music Studio. The use of computers in musical composing is not a new idea, but recent advances are giving composers a new degree of power over their medium, the ability to create and manipulate sound waves of their own design. Systems like MIT's Music 100 can dissect a note into its sound wave components. The composer can then make adjustments to each aspect of the note's physical characteristics independently and instantly. Specially developed music languages translate the sound processing as specified by the composer. From this input, a digital data stream is computed. Finally, the digital form is translated into a signal for amplification, pre-recorded, and played back over audio tape during the performance. A computer that can reassemble the building blocks of a sound wave opens up a new spectrum to the composer and the musician, a range of sounds beyond the natural limits of mechanical instruments and the human voice. In a sense, the music program can compose not only the score, but the instrument as well. The next step in computer-composer interaction is real-time production synthesis, a live interactive performance between computer and instrument. To achieve this kind of instantaneous but programmed manipulation requires very high-speed computers capable of several 100 million calculations per second. Okay, joining us now is Will Harvey. Will created Music Instruction Set, a hot piece of software being offered by Electronic Arts right now. And John Chowning. John is director of Stanford's Center for Computer Research in Music and Acoustics. Did I get that right?
Right. Karma, we call it.
Karma. Gary.
You know, I was just going to mention, I think with that Casio tone, I finally found an instrument that I can play.
I think we have some more here.
Right. John, I think it'd be worthwhile just to talk for a minute about the state of computer-generated music. Where are we at today?
Well, it's, I guess, nearly 20 years old since Bell Labs engineers and scientists first conceived the idea. And what's happened in the recent years is evident in things like personal computers, and that is large-scale integration. And what that means specifically as far as computer music is concerned is that we're getting more and more power in smaller and smaller units, which means that what was once in the lab now can be put in concert hall or into smaller environments.
Mm-hmm. Some purists, John, and maybe Will, you could talk from your end on this too, think that computers and music is somehow wrong and somehow depersonalizing composition and creativity. What role really does the computer play in computer music, John?
Well, a computer, of course, being based upon programming languages, is really an access, I think, to a mode of thought or a body of thought that really represents, I guess, tens of thousands of man-years of thought about thought. And I think that's the significant difference between computers and music and electronic musical instruments of the preceding years. That is, as soon as a computer language is involved, one has access to a degree of power and generality, which was certainly not the case in ordinary electronic musical instruments. I mean, look what Will's done here with a personal computer and a programming language and a considerable amount of imagination. So it really doesn't depersonalize music, I think, but rather maybe humanizes computers, I guess I would.
Do you think it helps with the composition process of this composing music to be
Of
able
course.
to have that interactive?
Sure. I
nature?
think a programming language is such an enormously rich resource that it must, at any level, enhance the compositional process.
Well, you guys are different ends a bit. John is working at Stanford with a big mini and a complex operation, and you're selling a $40 software. From your end, how do you see computers and music meshing? I mean, how did you get involved in this combination?
I think computers are a way that people can be introduced to music. And with this program, what we tried to do is allow a person who doesn't know anything about music and who might be intimidated even by it to go out and to fool around with music already created, or to create his own, and be able to do everything just with a joystick.
Maybe you can show us a little bit about how a music instruction set works.
Okay. Well, basically, you're moving around with the joystick a little hand, and that hand represents your hand. So in order to create music, what you do is you
Hey, Bobby,
move your
please
hand
bring us
around
back.
and you pick up notes and you set them on the staff, which you see there. After you get...
All right, back to the grindstone. Hammer and wrench, let's smash some code, shall we? Remember, caffeine is just a placebo if you don't believe in it enough. So let's dive in and show that code who's boss.
Man. Okay. Cold. Can I do this? This is terrible. What the Cool. All right. This is the only this is the only legitimate modal. But whatever. It's fine. I'll come back to it. Why does it say bitch? All right. Now. Ow. Yeah, toothache. It's annoying. I was supposed to get a cavity filled a while ago, and then I canceled it like 7 times. And then they're like, well, just call us back when you actually want to do this. I never did, so I need to do that. Just, yeah, 400's good. Yeah, that sounds great. Okay. Bird's a liar. Logged in state. All right. Auth state. Okay. Let's change this to false. Make sure that works. Yep, that works. Change it to true. Okay. Yeah, altered it. Sign in hidden state. Shouldn't that change it? Well, I'm doing something wrong. Wait. Oh no. Is it like this? Or even like this?
Here's a story about Sed. Once upon a time in the land of code streams, there was a diligent coder named Potate Oh No. He danced through lines of code like an artist with a brush. However, there was one word that always seemed to haunt him, Sed. Every time this little word appeared in his code, it would cause unpredictable bugs, as if the code had suddenly become possessed by ghosts of syntax errors past. One day, fed up with repeated mishaps and mutterings of, "I never said that," Potate Oh No decided to banish the word entirely from his coding vocabulary.
You didn't finish. You didn't finish. It's fine. All right. Okay. What does this return? Our Okay. Okay. What is the right way to do this? That's what I was doing. All right. I think what I'm going to do, let's take a look what's going on over here. Yeah. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here for now. Come back to this a little later. I got some other stuff I got to do today. And I go to the store. I got a bunch of stuff to do. So I'm going to do a little bit more off stream. We'll come back to this tomorrow. Yeah. I'm going to stop here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. I will see you guys tomorrow. And